Hey guys, how's it going? It's Robin here with Oracle Rising. Welcome here and thank you for joining me. So, I do like to talk about full moons on my channel. We have a full pink moon coming in for April 26th, and it will be entering the sign of Scorpio. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I've got 6 points of things that you can do under a full moon. Because the energy is so highly charged, and it is, and I'm getting the word benevolent. I don't know why. I have spirit guides that are with me all day long, so they push words to me sometimes. So I'm going to talk about those 6 things, and then we'll talk about things that are really good for you to do also, or to expect under the sign of Zorro. Scorpio in the full moon. Okay, so the first thing that I have here is that it's going to be a really good time for you to write in your journal. So are you a journal writer? Do you do that? Or do you diary or something like that? If you don't, it could be just a good time to write things down and sort of purge. You know, that is the purpose of keeping a journal, is so that you can get things out of your mind and get rid of them, you know? So it's a really good time to do that under any full moon, you know? But let me pull a card here from the Deviant Moon. So this Fool card, he is just so full of life and energy. This could be a really good time to, like I said before, just purge. So who is a journal writer or a diary entry person? That's not my style. I did write in the past, and some of my stuff would come out into the articles that I wrote. I did also write a book about my life, and it did actually exercise a lot of my demons. So the Fool card is saying that you could really uplift yourself by, you know, moving things out of your brain onto paper. And it's also a really good time to burn stuff like that, like under a full moon. Anything that you don't want, like any suppressed negativity, you could write it all down. And then when the moon is full in the sky, you could go burn that piece of paper and watch all your troubles burn away as well. So I absolutely love that. The second thing I have here is for you to get outside, you know. The full moon it really does charge people with energy. So, I mean, if you're going to be asleep when the moon is full at night, it's still full during the day. It's still full even if it's cloudy and you can't see it, and you will still receive the amazing healing properties and the energy of the full moon. So, of course, I'm going to pull another card here for you guys. We have the Queen of Wands, and she is basically the poster child for unstoppable energy. Look at her. Like, she's really, and you could feel, and the moon is full behind her, and I love that. You could get a really tribal energy off of this, you know, just really connect with your ancestral roots, even if you're not 100% what that looks like for you. Like for me, I don't know what my ancestors did. You know, there's a separation because my family was forced out of Ireland, and they had to immigrate to North America. So I'm not sure what their practices were, but you could really call back that energy. And if you're really blessed enough to know a lot about your ancestors, then, I mean, you're super lucky to have that connection to your past. Okay, so the third thing that I have here is a salt bath. Okay, salt is very purifying. There's different types of salt, so you might want to look up the energetic properties of which would be the best healing. I like to use pink Himalayan salt. You know, so you can just do a quick search on different types of salt baths, or you could use an Epsom salt bath. Those are really nice and fragrant. You could combine them too. I like to put also baking soda in the bath. Very purifying for you. So let me pull a card here for the salt bath. So you've got the sun, and this resonates with life and abundance. So it can really pull out of like negative properties from your body, especially your energy body. It can really help cleanse your aura, and it really does refresh your skin and all of that good stuff. So you could feel like a brand new you afterwards. And look at these people are dancing under the sun, and then you have this fool that just reminds me of somebody hitting the dance floor super hard when they hit when their favorite song comes on. And for me, I think of Moves Like Jagger right away, because that's such a cool song to dance to. It's like, woo, so happy and party on. Self-reflection may not always be fun, but you know, the purpose of doing that is to look at how far you've come and sort of congratulate yourself for any milestones that you have achieved. And, you know, when you have sort of Groundhog Day, day after day after day, and it appears like nothing is changing, of course things have changed. And it might not be in your physical world, but it could be in your spiritual world. You know, how far have you transitioned and transitioned since this time last year or this time 10 years ago? You're not the same person. So you want to look at that and really give yourself a pat on the back for being like an amazing creature of divine love and light. So let's have a card for that. And we pulled the moon card, right? So there's a lot of, and again, there's dancing in this card. Okay. So the full moon is a great time to celebrate yourself. And that's what self-reflection is for. It's not so that you get to beat yourself up for doing stupid things when you were young, because everybody does that. So like really look at your path and give yourself kudos. So meditate. This is like, I think it's always a good time to meditate, and if you're in a warm climate and you can go meditate under the full moon, what a sense of power, you know. We don't really do that here. I don't anyway, because usually as soon as the sun goes down, the mosquitoes come out in droves and you can't even sit outside, you know. Oops. The mosquito is our provincial bird, and I'm not even kidding. So I dropped a card. Oh yikes. Oh boy. So we have the Nine of Pentacles for meditation. And this is going to enable you to see the abundance of your earth walk, okay? And this is a very bizarre card, but you're surrounded by all this abundance. And being able to meditate and connect to your guides in that specific state of meditation is going to open up paths of where you need to go, especially under the full moon and the power behind it. And charging your crystals. If you don't have crystals, you might just want to charge yourself. I like to charge my decks, my tarot decks, under a full moon, just to really soak in the energy of that full moon power. You know, it can really refresh and revive, and your crystals need to be recharged because they're giving off energy and you're absorbing it, so they will deplete over time. And the card I pulled for that is, not surprising, the Four of Pentacles, because they could be lacking and your energy could be lacking. So if there's anything that you use for divination, like try and set it outside or at least on a windowsill, like if it's winter where you live or cold and rainy, so that they will absorb the power of the full moon, because they are feeling like on low battery. You know, that sick feeling that you get when your cell phone is down to almost no power. That's how your divination tools are feeling right now. So that's a really good representation with that Four of Pentacles. Okay, so with the full moon in Scorpio, there's some things that could happen. So you could expect a transformation in your life, you know, so I'll pull a card for that. So I pulled the Four of Swords, okay? So there is something kind of, I'm getting a couple words, like I'm getting, for one, naughty and nasty, okay? So there could be a wilder side coming out in you. It's like you kind of need to accept that, you know, your inner wild child could definitely surface right now. And so you might want to roll with it and have fun. And it could take you to a completely different level. Focusing on healing is the second point I have for the energy of the full moon in Scorpio. So let me pull a card for that. I feel like the top one is right. Got the Hierophant. So this is perfect, and I have Miss Lacey just come stick her face in here, so I'm going to pat her with my right hand. So what was that again? Focus on healing with the Hierophant, really connecting to your spirituality. The Hierophant, it represents spirituality in whatever form you choose to pursue it. If you're a soul practitioner, or if you like to go to church, or just get together with people and have like a Bible study, or if meditation is your religion, if yoga is your religion, perfect time to do that. It's a really good time to really commune with your spirit guides. And I'm getting like it's going to be really important for you guys to express gratitude for your spiritual practice, whatever that looks like for you. Lacey's like, really, hi, she's right here. I don't know if I can angle the camera down without it falling. So, and you could expect some old pain to surface. Yay, that's always fun. So we have the Empress card, but this is going to be really important for you to remember that when old pain surfaces, it is the gateway to new opportunities for you. And it is the time for that old pain to be transmuted and released to the universe. And your spirituality is going to come in really, really importantly for that one as well. So if old pain does try to come to the surface for you, don't counter it. Don't get mad at it. Just let it be released. Oh, that memory is coming up for me right now, so I can let it go. It's time for it just to leave your body so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. So this is going to be a really interesting full moon for you guys. This is the first full moon of spring. That's why it's called the pink moon. So it's going to have like a really healing and transformative effect for you guys. And I think I have to go let Lacey OUT because she's giving me the sad eyes from across the room here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I hope you had fun here with me today, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye for now. Bye.